एक गरम चाय की प्याली हो.
I can't do without chai. I can't. Hi, I'm Saloni, and in case if you're new here, let me just take a 5-second time to introduce myself. I work with content creators. Apart from that, I create content of my own. You can follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. I make content around life, stories, personal stories, how I've dealt with them, how can you deal with them, and much more. Let's get into the video. If you want to know about me, is that my entire personality is an accumulation of 5 things, and the first thing would be a good cup of chai. पहले एक टाइम था I used to have 4-5 cups of chai every day.
What? Oh, what are you talking about?
But now I just have 1 cup, so I think it's pretty good. So I've decided to call this series Chai Pe Charcha, and हम बात करेंगे about some topics, and today's topic is how much living alone in Bombay costs.
They ask you how you are, you don't just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
से खर्चा याद आता है. This is the apartment I live in. It is a 2 BHK in Andheri West. Andheri West is a very peak location जहाँ पे बहुत लोग रहते हैं because the main acting space, the creative space is entirely in Andheri, and that is why the rent that I pay is 30k for a 1 room in 2 BHK apartment. I'll quickly show you the apartment. And this is the apartment. My apartment was fully furnished. I just literally got my clothes and came to Bombay. Nothing except that. This is the living area which I just showed you with a beautiful couch. पीछे जो गंदा है तो मैं पूरा नहीं दिखाऊंगी. This is the kitchen. This is my washroom. This is my room, जो कि मैं अच्छे से नहीं दिखाऊंगी because it's dirty. So there. I don't share the room with anyone. I have a washroom of my own. Second thing that you need to pay is deposit. Deposit is usually twice of what your rent is. जो आप अपने rent देने के time पे you submit it as a security, and once you're out of the home, you vacated or you leave the city for any reason, then the deposit back as it is. इसके अलावा the third thing that you have to pay while you come to a new city is brokerage. Brokerage is usually twice or again 3 times your rent, and that has to be paid once to the broker. Now coming to the second expense of the home, that is your electricity. Usually where I stay, the electricity bills ranges from 2.5k to 4k total. So अगर 4,000 आता है तो 2k and 2k per person, but 4 also is very rare. It's when one of us is at home a lot, and since last month I literally worked entirely from home, so the rent shoot up to 4k, otherwise 2 to 3k के बीच में it just wraps up. Third expense that we have is Wi-Fi. We have Jio, and for that we pay 750 per person, so that is 1,500 rupees monthly. The fourth expense जिसके बिना आप जी नहीं सकते हो वो is groceries. I have never properly calculated the grocery का bill, but I think it is around 2k per person. These are the main expense जिनके बिना आप जी नहीं सकते हो, ठीक है? The total of that is. The last expense that is the basic expense that we pay here in Bombay is our cook का expense and the दीदी who does घर की सफाई. So it is 5k per person for breakfast and dinner and all the safai that she does. I feel this is one of the greatest expenses I'm okay with giving, because initially जब मैं बॉम्बे आई थी I used to cook all my meals by myself, and I am personally not fond of cooking. तो मैं इतना horrible खाना बनाती थी. I remember that I would make something, cook something, it would be horrible, and then I'd order something बाहर से. So उसी में, and one meal would easily cost you around 500 to 1,000 rupees के बीच में. So I felt पहले I was like no 5k who will pay and all of that, but once we kept her we just realized हमारा बाहर के खाने का consumption कितना ज़्यादा कम हो गया, and that's why I think it's a great expense to have. That is your cook दीदी का expense. If you can cook on your own, nothing like that. But yeah, these are the major basic 5 expenses that I pay in Bombay. The last and the basic expense in any new city that you go is travel. So Bombay में travel I feel is personally cheaper than in Delhi, because every auto runs on meter. So like I know that if I have to even go a few meters or kilometers away, meter पे 23 रुपये ही आएगा. So my home to office costs rupees 23, that's it. And I know in Delhi for that matter they would just give you मुँह बोला rate और आपको वो देना ही पड़ेगा. Plus if I have to go to south side, town side जाना हो तो of course cab would be a minimum of 400-500 minimum. So you can obviously opt for local, which is like 10 rupees or 20 rupees or maximum 60 rupees air conditioned one. And yeah, that is pretty much it. And honestly, I don't know how much I spend on travel, but I'm assuming maximum 2-3K because I don't really go बहुत दूर दूर कहीं पे, मेरा सारा काम आसपास होता है. एंड जिम से मुझे वॉक करने की बहुत अच्छी आदत लग गई है, तो ऐसा नहीं है मैं बहुत वॉक करती हूँ. बट या ट्रैवल में कंसिडरिंग आई डोंट ट्रैवल a lot of the travel I have to do is very near to my home, so approximately I'm saying 2-3K. But yeah, all in all the total expense that I bear is, and इसके अलावा of course there are expenses like going out, going with your friends, having dinner, shopping, फालतू का खर्चा and all of that, and gym and training and everything else. If you want to know about those expenses, comment down below and I will make a part 2 of chai pe. Okay, bye, see you in the next video.